Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Gallant IAS. Your upcoming test is the discussion topic. Okay. Your upcoming test is prelims, geography. Did you happen to see the syllabus? From one part of the globe to the other part of the globe. Whatever is above, at the layer, below, everything is covered. Yes? No, there is no mercy for you. Okay. One advantage is you finished NCRT. Yes, there's been NCRT test. So, Raj sir is the one who deals with geography. So I am here to give you a different perspective. In the sense, I am not a geography faculty. The idea is to, how I cleared with regards to geography or how I prepare geography. It's better to get different perspectives of people who study the same subject. So we all have our strengths, we all have our weaknesses. So geography, many times the problem was I could not understand it properly because I could not visualize it properly. When I learned geography, when I tried to learn geography, they began off with climatology, which was really difficult for me. Why? They say there is low pressure, there is high pressure, and I don't even understand what the term actually means. Because I haven't seen it, I can't understand it. It's a bit hard for me to comprehend it. So I decided, once all the classes were done, I learned in the reverse. Initially, I learned geomorphology. So when I prepared, I decided to go with geomorphology. I'll tell you the logic for it. Geomorphology is static. Okay? It is what is below you, below the earth. There is not going to be any major change in it. Is that? No. Solid, right? So what do you have? Inside geomorphology, what will you learn? Some basic features of the earth, mountains, ridges, valleys, maybe that kind of stuff, soil profile. That's it, right? So there is not much changing element inside it. There is nothing you have to sit and interpret. You don't have to sit and imagine something. If they say black soil, I'll just hit in Google black soil. I can see it. I've seen that kind of soil. If they say alluvial, yes, you can see it. When you type a tornado, can you see low pressure and high pressure? No, all you see is a cycling wind. So I began off with geomorphology because it is much more comfortable for me to learn it. Okay, it's much more comfortable for me to cover it. I know it well. Okay, whatever is missing or whatever I don't know, if they say what is a mushroom rock, I just type mushroom rock, I can see it. They say oxbow lakes, search. Everything is visible. Geomorphology, a Google search will get you all the pictures of the phenomenon that you can see. Do you understand? All the pictures are visible. That's why I began with geomorphology. After geomorphology is done, you have oceans or oceanography. That is all those topics related to waves, tides, continental shelf, ocean current, ocean drift, streams. You know that, right? Very simple. Why? Only two topics I had. Like two major topics are there. Two or maybe five if I have to break it into large. Very less topics in oceanography. What do you have to learn in oceanography? Wave, tide, then features of underwater, physical features, then ocean currents. Anything else you have to learn? Inside oceanography, do you have to learn anything else? Nothing. That's what I said. So I used to learn wave and tide together. Then I used to learn, physical features and ocean currents together. Problem solved. That's why I said 4 or 5 topics, or sometimes I'll just consider it as 2 topics. Quite simple and straightforward. Okay. Oceanography is the easiest portion you can finish. But ideally, I would ask you to begin with geomorphology if you are struggling like me. Okay. I began with geomorphology because geomorphology is fixed. If I say there was a volcano here, there is a volcano there. You have a doubt, Barren Island, it is there. Mauna Kea recently erupted. Yes, it was there in news. So, still there is no change. Is there change in geomorphology? Yes, but it happens over millions of years. Cyclones happens in days together. That's the difference. So, I began with geomorphology, then I go to oceanography. Okay, that's how I generally start preparing. Climatology is my last. That means after oceanography, I won't be learning about climatology. I will go into other things. Earth and the solar system. You know the easy stuff. Major theories, how the earth was formed, degassing phenomenon, how the earth combined together. Yes, you will be learning about that. Then after that, I'll go for biogeography. Your, what is this? In Indian perspective, Indian geography. Himalayas are there, Western Ghats is there, Eastern Ghats is there. Where are these hills located? What are the rivers flowing through these regions? So these rivers always used to confuse me. Always these rivers used to confuse me. So I decided to learn all the capitals of the cities, capitals of all the states. Every state capital has one river. That itself will help me. Trivandrum has a river. Which river, please? Karamanayar. Okay. Mumbai, Mitti. Kolkata, Delhi. See, can you learn all the rivers? Yes, you know all the names. Just learn the cities, you will know their approximate location. Yes, that is how I learned. You make me sit and try to chart the river map of India, I'll be dead. So learn it like this. Where are these rivers located? What are the major places on that? I try to learn rivers like that. Hills, mountains, everything. And one major asset which helped me learn physical geography was the globe and the map. I don't know how many of you have it. If you don't have it, I don't know how to help you. Ideally, I would say buy an India physical, India political, world physical, world political. Okay, it's not very expensive. You go online, you'll get paper maps. So, you know, it's not plastic or something. You get that paper map, buy it, stick it in your room. Okay. All these 4 maps will cost something around 400, 500, 600. Not more than that. That's it. That's the entire cost of all these 4 maps. Buy that, then I also bought a globe. Big globe, not this keychain globe. Okay. I should be able to see the countries and the continents. So a big globe so that I can see the equator and all that stuff. I bought that. Then I started learning about world geography. Even then I didn't go for climatology because climatology was still tough. World geography, quite easy. How? Begin with the smallest continent, Antarctica, then Australia, then South America, North America. Asia and Europe is the last. Why? Have you seen the number of countries within those 2 continents? Very hard. You take small continents. Take Australia for instance. Have an idea of Australia. Okay. What is here? 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 Learn the surroundings. Tasman Sea, Great Barrier Reef, all those stuff, just know what is around it. Then if there are something specific, okay, where is the capital of Canberra, where is the capital of Australia, where is Canberra, where is it located, where is Sydney, you remember all those cricket stadiums, Melbourne, Adelaide, Perth, Brisbane, find out all those places where it is done. You ask me anything apart from that, I'm screwed. Because that's all there is to that, okay. And then you look at the major physical features. Is there a major river inside the continent of Australia? Is there a major, any mountainous valley or any something like a glacier formation? Anything. Just find it out. If it's there, done. How much time do you think learning about Australia is going to take you? 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Because there is no country you have to learn within it. 5 places around it, okay. Any river. So, look, have a atlas. You can check in the atlas. You will get maximum 10 points, maximum. Ideally, I would say 8 to 9 points you will get with regards to Australia. Okay, Australia is done. Then you go for Antarctica if you want. Usually I leave Antarctica for the last because there's nothing much to learn. Go for South America. South America, if you notice it, it's a large continent, but the number of countries inside it are small. I noticed only 2 countries are landlocked inside it. I think one is Bolivia, the other is Paraguay or Uruguay. I forgot. Some other countries also landlocked. The rest all have access to the oceans. So, in the northern part, we have Colombia, which connects to Panama and all that places. So, whatever is on the right side of Colombia is Atlantic Ocean. On the left side, I'll keep it as Pacific Ocean. So where these countries open out into. That will take some time. Learning those countries will take some time. Take half an hour just to know where these countries are, their capitals are. Then Equator passes through it, Tropic of Capricorn passes through it, which are the countries which pass. Then start looking at the physical map properly. What are the major mountains? Which is the major mountain of South America? Andes Mountains. Major deserts? Atacama Desert. Okay. Major islands? Falkland Islands. Falkland Islands. Galapagos Islands. You heard of Galapagos Islands? Galapagos Islands. Then anything special? Amazon forest. So definitely the Amazon river is going through it. Orinoco river is also there. So know it. World's longest or tallest falls. Which is it? Angel Falls. It's in Venezuela. So basic stuff. You get a good map, open that atlas map, start looking at it, you'll find places. That will take time. That will take time. So one way you can make sure that your world geography is good is sit and prepare with others. If you have time, sit alone, locked room, you can do that. If you feel that I learn better with others, okay? So usually in my room we split it up. I'll take South America, you take North America, you take Europe, you take Asia, if possible, if everyone is okay with it. But that was done for me long back. Once it is done properly, then you can do self-study, okay? So do it once properly. Properly do it, learn it once. Anything, any subjects, learn it once properly. If your initial learning itself is poor, then you are going to struggle a lot. Then you will struggle a lot, I swear. Then you will be like, my basics are not clear, my basics are not clear. Even now, many of you face trouble because your basics are not clear. In my case, only the basics are clear. I hear this argument or I hear this fear often. I'm too slow, I'm too delayed. I don't know what others are learning. I repeat, I joined at the end of November. I started preparing at the end of November. You can imagine whatever feeling you have, I have the same feeling. I remember I joined in November 20th or post 20th, post November 20th I joined. And I had no idea what to do. So I came, I was like, I need some help, we need to do this and everything. I sat, my idea was never to compete with my fellow aspirants because I knew I could not even catch up to them. They knew too many things compared to what I was literally zero compared to what others knew around me. And I knew I could not get the top mark in the test series. Why? I don't know, I have not covered the portions. My idea was to cover the portion by the exam. By the time the exam comes around, I should be at a perfect position. That was the only goal I had in mind. My aim was not to get the first rank in the test series because I knew I could not get it because people were running behind this for so long. If I was trying for such a big goal, I knew it would not be possible. It would not even be feasible to think about it. So I planned to make sure that I am better than my previous week's test. Once your test is done, the mark list will be released, yes? On an average, people will be scoring 60, 70, 80. There are people who score more than 100. There are people who score even 150. You are not supposed to look at that. You are supposed to look at your mark. Look at your mark. You are at 10, 20, 30, whatever it is, I don't care. Whatever it is, I don't care what your position is. You scored 0. You scored minus 66 in the previous test. Next test, score better. Okay? Next test, I expect you to score better. That should be your priority. And that is the same way you should prepare for any subject. Make sure that your basics are rock solid. Okay? Once your basics are rock solid, all your problems will be solved. If you are not looking at your basics and you think you want to go for advanced, I assure you, you will not clear the prelims. I assure you, you will not clear the prelims. Unless and until your basics are solid. You give me your question paper, I am not involved in the prelims test series. You give me your question paper, I am sure I won't even score 50 marks. I am damn sure I won't score 50 marks. But come prelims, I will clear. Why? Because at that time, I will be preparing. Now I'm looking at mains. I've forgotten all those small things. Yes, High Court judge age of qualification of High Court judge. You ask me, I'll be like, or when is the age they retire? I get confused. 64, 62, 65, gone. My mind is gone. I lose track of all these small details because I lost touch with the subject. Okay, that is quite normal. But I will never forget what is the qualification for a High Court judge. The basics I will never forget. I'll forget the peripheral points. That is the strength of basics. That is the absolute strength basics will give to you for your preparation. Okay, I insist again and again and again, please learn your basics well, otherwise you will not clear the preliminary examination.